Hi everyone, here we are going to see about the Unit 3 continuation. So in this presentation we are going to see about the small scale industries and what are the characteristics are available, what are the impacts are available in the small scale industries. Then we are going to see about the futures as well as the types. So let me see one by one in a brief explanations. So small scale industries, we all know that SSI stands for small scale industries and MSME is in Indian context. So it is governed by most of the MSME Act, that is 2006. So small scale industries are of most of the business activities. The very small companies have been getting the approval from these industries and they have approved their company name in the MSME products. Next, small scale industries. And SSI is a industrial undertaking in which the investment in fixed assets in plant and machinery. So whether they have held on a ownership term or on lease or hire purchase which does not exceed rupees 1 crore. So this investment limit is varied by government from time to time. So all the entrepreneurs in the small scale sectors will be normally required to obtain the license, that is either the central government or else state government. So they have a part of the country and they will register their unit in a in these all the small scale industries, but not it is very compulsory. Okay. So the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, which will be acts as a nodal agency for the growth and development of SSIs in the country. So this objective is to promote the SSIs, and the main thing is they enhance their competitiveness on various public sector enterprises that will assist in the main manner. Next, we are going to see about the classification. So in the medium scale, in this MSMEs, we are having two types. One is manufacturing and another one is service. We all know that manufacturing means we have to manufacture some of the products and give it to the industries. So through that we can earn a lot of incomes. And also the services means one of the part that is we have to service the companies for MSMEs, that is that will lead the company to reach their goals or achieve their business in a higher manner. Next, manufacturing has been divided into investment in machinery. So when you are manufacturing the products means first you have to invest the amount in the machinery. So the machinery parts will be manufactured some of the products and that will be given to the MSME companies. In service, there is one of the things, that is the investment in equipments. All the equipments are there, we have to invest it. So without the equipments we cannot service the MSME companies. So these are the things that has been MSME classified into a process. Next, definitions after 2nd October 2006. So the investment ceiling for plant and machinery or equipments. So the first thing will be classification, manufacturing enterprises, service enterprises. So micro means the manufacturing enterprises will be up to rupees 2.5 million and the service enterprises is up to rupees 1 million. And small scale industries having between 2.5 to 50 millions and the service enterprises is rupees 1 to 20 millions. And the medium scale means rupees 50 million to rupees 100 million and the service enterprises is from rupees 20 to 50 millions. So these are the investments that have been sealed for the plant, machinery or equipments. Importance of MSMEs. So micro, small and medium enterprises are vital for the development of the country. So we can help reshaping the productive sectors. We can also generate the employment. We can create an environment for entrepreneurship and also promote the innovations. So globally, the MSMEs contribute over 90% of business. So the enterprise and 50 to 60% of total employment will be the most important in the micro, small and medium enterprises that have developed the country in productive sectors. Facts about MSME. So this sector will contribute the 8% of India's GDP. So it will contribute to 45% of manufactured output and 40% of its exports. So it will provide the employment to about 60 million people through 26 million enterprises. So most of the micro, small, medium enterprises will contribute their sectors in a GDP outputs. So this is makes their company to export more manufacturing products. The small scale industry sector. So it will hold the key to economic prosperity of the Indian economy, and it is characterized by abundant labor supply. So unemployment and underemployment, scarcity of finance, growing modern large industries providing scope for development of ancillary industries and so on. So the small scale industry has grown phenomenally during the last 6 decades and has acquired a very prominent place in the socio-economic development in the country. So these all things will be occurred in the small scale industry sectors. Futures of small scale industries. What are the futures means? First we have to give an ownership level. So after completing the ownership, we have the management and control. Then the management and control is over, we have the gestation period. So the period will be from particular regions. Next, the area of operations. Then we have to go for the technology. After that, we have to complete the resources and then flexibility. So these are the features that we have to follow in the small scale industries for their business process. Characteristics of small enterprises. So the small enterprise, which is generally a one-man show, we can say that that is the owner himself or herself is a manager or the enterprise. So the small enterprise is managed in a personalized manner and they will have a lesser gestation periods. So when compared to the large enterprises, small enterprises are more comfortable when compared to the others. So here they will carry out their operations in the cater to the local and regional markets. Next is the small enterprises, they were used the indigenous resources and also located anywhere in the subject to the availability of resources like raw materials, labor, transport facilities, etc. So here fairly the labor intensive with a comparatively smaller capital investment than the larger units. So using these local resources, the small units are decentralized and dispersed to the rural areas and smaller towns. So small enterprises are more susceptible and highly reactive and receptive to socio-economic conditions that will be compared to the larger enterprises. So these are the important characteristics of the small enterprises in our country. So we need to make a group of 5 and find out any first generation entrepreneur, and we have to discuss about the journey. So in the detailed report has been submitted on 29th March 2016. They have mentioned in the report as a brief profile of the person, then business idea, steps in setting the business, challenges faced by the entrepreneur and how we have to overcome the same. Then entrepreneur has to got approved from undersigned latest by 22nd March 2016, and the interview of friends or family is not allowed. So these are the things we have to follow in the report of the business process. Advantages of small enterprises. So they are the backbone of the industrial activity in the country and are playing a very important role, which is more improving the socio-economic conditions of people. The advantages are they have to create a greater employment opportunities through the labor intensive process and also help in tackling the unemployment problems. Second is they have a low gestation period and by expensive financial resources are not idled, which is for a long periods. So they can be set easily in the rural and backward areas. They also need small or local regional market. They encourage the growth of local entrepreneurship. They create the decentralized pattern of ownership, and they have the foster diversification of economic activity. activities. They also innovate and introduce the new products to the local needs. They influence and improve the standard of living of local peoples. They also provide equitable disposal of enterprises throughout the rural and backward areas. They earn vital foreign exchanges for country through their exports of goods and services. They also increase the revenue to the central and state governments by the way of taxes paid by them. Next is the role of small enterprise in Indian economy. The first thing will be the employment generation. So the generation of employment will be more important for these small enterprises. So that will make the employers to earn more when compared to their generation. Next is self-employment. Self-employment is very, very important. We have to employ ourselves to make a profit in their business or else in their achievements. Next, optimum use of capital. The capital use of optimum will be very, very important for the small enterprises. Facilitate the entrepreneurial development. Then we have to use the local resources. The local resources will help the small enterprises to make their economy in a highest position. Balanced regional development. Next, conservation of foreign exchange. The foreign exchange will be very important in the small scale industries. So that will be make the conservations in the regional development. Next, equal distribution of the income. When the persons who are working employees as in the company means we have to distribute the equal income for all the persons. Then support the agriculture and large industries, and we have to increase the industrial outputs. Problems of SSI. So what are the problems that occur in small scale industries means finance and infrastructures. Next is the ideal capacity, then outdated technology, lack of skilled manpower, and project planning. So these are the problems which have been occurred in these small scale industries. So this will make the technology and infrastructure of the manpower to plan their projects in a correct dates. Dispersed and unorganized, insufficient market research, lack of support, difficulty in getting the clearance. All these things will make a support for the small scale industries business, and that will enrich the persons to make a effort and earn more income in their business field. Selection of ownership. So the ownership can be selected by three parts. One is the partnership, sole proprietorship, and company. So partnership means when the two persons they have invest their amount in the company means that will be the profit as well as the loss will be shared by both the persons. That is the partnership. Sole proprietorship means is the only one person who has made the company and improve their company to go to the highest position. That is the sole proprietorship. Company means the both things, sole proprietorship as well as the partnership, both will be belongs to the company. So that will be forms the ownership of the company. So this will these are the selections of the ownership has been made by the persons who have developing the new companies or a new organization. Legal forms of business. So there are basic three basic legal forms of business. First is the proprietorship, that is the single owner, unlimited liability, controls all the decisions and receive all the profits. The individual person will be receive all the things. Partnerships, two or more individuals having the unlimited liability and who have pooled resources to own a business. Okay, and the company means most of the common form of corporations that is regulated by the statute. They will be treated as a separate legal entity for liability and the tax purposes. They will enrich this company as a business. Employment, spreading social equality, and some of the small financial banks have precisely targeted to the loan MSMEs. Thank you.